Most butter sold in UK supermarkets is not actually butter. Many of the biggest brands are really blends of vegetable oils, emulsifiers, and water, marketed to look like the real thing. In this video, I investigated 8 of the most popular UK butter brands, and only 2 were actually worth buying. Starting at number 8, we have Clover. The brand with the friendly name and the bright yellow tub that has been in British fridges for decades. Clover markets itself on the basis that it is made with British milk and spreads straight from the fridge. Both of those things are technically true. What the marketing does not emphasize is that Clover also contains rapeseed oil, palm oil, emulsifiers including mono and diglycerides of fatty acids, and preservatives. The dairy content is real, but it is heavily diluted. You are not buying a dairy product. You are buying a dairy-flavored oil blend that has been engineered to behave like butter without the cost of actually being butter. The emulsifiers used to hold this mixture together, specifically the mono and diglycerides of fatty acids, are derived from partially hydrogenated fats in some formulations, which has raised questions in nutritional research about their long-term metabolic effects. Clover is not dangerous, but it is not butter. And the gap between what the branding implies and what the ingredient list confirms is significant. At number 7, we have Flora Original. Flora spent 30 years telling British consumers that its vegetable-based spread was healthier than butter. The science behind that claim has since been substantially revised. The relationship between saturated fat, unsaturated fat, and cardiovascular health is considerably more complex than the simple messaging Flora built its brand on. But here is what has changed and what has not. Flora reformulated in 2019, removing some of the more problematic ingredients. What remains is still a blend of vegetable oils, water, and emulsifiers. The sunflower oil content is high, which means the omega-6 fatty acid load is high. Most people in the UK already consume far too much omega-6 relative to omega-3, and this imbalance is consistently associated in peer-reviewed research with systemic inflammation. Flora is not butter. It never claimed to be. But it is still being purchased by health-conscious shoppers who believe the vegetable oil narrative, a narrative the science has largely moved on from. Number 6 is Lurpak Spreadable. This one is going to surprise people because Lurpak has a strong reputation for quality. The block version of Lurpak is genuine butter, and it will appear later in this investigation. But Lurpak Spreadable is a fundamentally different product. To make butter spreadable straight from the fridge, manufacturers have to alter its composition. In Lurpak Spreadable, rapeseed oil is added to lower the melting point of the dairy fat. The result is a product that is approximately 50% butter and 50% rapeseed oil held together with emulsifiers. The dairy quality is still higher than most competitors. But you are paying Lurpak prices for a product that is half vegetable oil. One food scientist described it plainly. Spreadable butter is an engineering solution to a consumer convenience problem. It is not butter. It is a butter-oil hybrid. If you are buying Lurpak Spreadable because you trust the Lurpak name, you are getting half the product you think you are paying for. At number 5, we have Anchor Spreadable. Anchor is a New Zealand dairy brand with genuine heritage in high-quality grass-fed dairy production. The block butter is legitimate, but the spreadable version follows the same formula as every other spreadable on this list. Rapeseed oil is added, emulsifiers are added, and the dairy content is diluted to achieve that convenient soft texture. What makes Anchor Spreadable particularly frustrating is the grass-fed positioning. The marketing leans heavily on New Zealand pastures and natural farming, but the rapeseed oil blended into this product is not grass-fed. It is industrially produced. The premium dairy story on the front of the packaging does not reflect the full reality of what is inside the tub. You are paying a premium for a heritage story that only applies to part of the product. Coming in at number 4, we have I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. the name is almost an admission. This product contains no butter whatsoever. It is a blend of vegetable oils, water, buttermilk, salt, and emulsifiers. The buttermilk content is minimal, included primarily so the product can reference dairy on the label. The primary fat source is a mixture of palm oil and rapeseed oil. Palm oil production remains one of the most environmentally destructive agricultural practices on the planet, linked to deforestation, habitat destruction, and the collapse of endangered species populations. Beyond the environmental concerns, palm oil is high in saturated fat, which undermines the health positioning this product has historically used. You are buying a palm oil and rapeseed blend with trace dairy, marketed as a butter alternative, at a price point that is not significantly cheaper than real butter. The value proposition does not hold up under scrutiny. At number 3, we have Stork. Stork has been used in British baking for generations, and for baking purposes it does have functional properties that some recipes benefit from. But Stork is not food in the way that butter is food. It is an industrial product. The primary ingredients are vegetable oils and water. The emulsifier content is high because without emulsifiers, the water and oil would simply separate. There is no dairy in the standard Stork block. None. It is a fully synthetic fat product that has been normalized through decades of recipe books and television baking programs. The fact that generations of British families have baked with Stork does not make it a wholesome ingredient. It makes it a very successful piece of industrial food marketing. If you are finding this investigation useful and you want to keep seeing the truth about what is really on British supermarket shelves, please subscribe to UK Food Exposed right now and hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds, and it is what allows us to keep doing this work. Now, let us get into the final 2 worst offenders, because this is where the deception becomes genuinely difficult to defend. At number 2, we have Utterly Butterly. The name is designed to make you feel like you are buying something close to butter. You are not. Utterly Butterly contains vegetable oils as its primary ingredient, with a small amount of buttermilk added for flavor. The emulsifier list is extensive. The water content is high, which is how manufacturers increase volume without increasing cost. A tub of Utterly Butterly contains significantly more water than a block of real butter, which means you are buying less actual fat per gram than the packaging implies. The buttermilk inclusion is a labeling strategy as much as it is an ingredient decision. It allows the brand to use dairy-adjacent language and imagery, while the product itself is overwhelmingly vegetable oil and water. One trading standards officer described products like this as dairy cosplay. That is exactly what it is, and here we are at number 1. The product that represents the most brazen gap between perception and reality on the British butter aisle. It is Country Life Spreadable. Country Life Block Butter is a legitimate British product with genuine dairy credentials, but Country Life Spreadable uses the same trusted name to sell something fundamentally different. The spreadable version contains rapeseed oil, emulsifiers, and a water content that is substantially higher than real butter. The Country Life branding, the Union Jack, the British countryside imagery, the association with traditional British dairy farming, is being used to sell a product that is not traditional, not simple, and not what most shoppers believe they are buying. The brand recognition, built over decades by the block butter, is being leveraged to move a processed oil blend at premium prices. That is not heritage, that is exploitation of trust. So what should you actually buy? Because there are 2 products on this list that are exactly what they claim to be. The first is Kerrygold Pure Irish Butter. Kerrygold is made from the milk of grass-fed Irish cows, and the grass-fed status is not marketing language here. It is verified and it matters nutritionally. Grass-fed dairy contains significantly higher levels of conjugated linoleic acid and omega-3 fatty acids compared to grain-fed dairy. The ingredient list is 3 items: cream, salt, and in the unsalted version, just cream. That is it. No emulsifiers, no vegetable oils, no water padding. It is butter, real butter, and the nutritional profile reflects that. The second is Lurpak block butter. Not the spreadable, the block. Lurpak block is made from pasteurized cream with a small amount of lactic acid cultures added during production, which is the traditional Danish method and contributes to its distinctive clean flavor. The ingredient list is short and honest. It costs more than the blended spreads. It should cost more because it is a genuinely different product made from genuinely different ingredients. Real butter, consumed in normal quantities as part of a varied diet, is not the health villain it was positioned as for 30 years. The science has moved. The spreads that replaced it in millions of British kitchens have not necessarily served those families better. Here is what the industry does not want you to understand. The butter aisle has been deliberately complicated. Products that are primarily vegetable oil are packaged to look like dairy. Brand names built on real butter heritage are used to sell processed blends. Words like natural, spreadable, and lighter are deployed to create impressions that the ingredient lists do not support. And the families who are most likely to be misled are the ones who are trying hardest to make good choices for their health. Read the label every single time. If the first ingredient is not cream or butter, you are not buying butter. If the product contains rapeseed oil, palm oil, or sunflower oil, it is a blend. If the emulsifier list runs to 3 or 4 entries, the product has been engineered, not made. Real butter has 2 ingredients, cream and salt. Everything else is a manufacturing decision made to reduce cost and increase shelf life, not to improve your health. If this investigation changed how you look at the butter aisle, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to UK Food Exposed and ring the bell so you never miss when we expose what is really happening in British food. Because you deserve to know exactly what you are buying. Thanks for watching.